Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be going through this resource. It's called TeachPE, very helpful for physical education students, for sports science students, anything of that nature. So I'm just going to explain the resource to you and describe how you would use it in the classroom. So we have different tabs: sports coaching, anatomy and physiology, training and fitness, sports psychology, biomechanics, and resources. So I go to the home page. Has those exact same things on the homepage, as you can see. So let's say I scroll up and I go to sports coaching. So I click on sports coaching. Again, very helpful for physical educators, also very helpful for a coach as well. And it gives certain sports. So just up here it has athletics. This has coaching tips, training programs, injury prevention. Doesn't really pertain to us, so we'll just skip that for now. It has badminton, basketball, football and soccer, netball, running, rugby, and tennis. So let's say we're on our badminton unit. So I click on badminton and I scroll down. So this is very helpful because it goes into a lot of detail with the skills and techniques, rules, strategies, things like that. So let's say so it has serves, smash shot, the lob, and drop shot. So let's say I'm struggling on, let's say the serve, for example. So if I'm struggling on the serve, it gives you an explanation of how to serve, serving rules, of course. And then let's say, well, it also has high serve and then a flick serve, different types of serves that it has on here. Let's say I'm struggling with the high serve and we're working on that in class. This is really helpful because it gives a video. And videos are extremely good, especially for the visual learner, if you need more than just an explanation. This really helps you because you can see it, and you could just pertain what the person is doing in the video to what you're doing. Just match it how we do in class. So in class, let's say you're struggling with the high serve, you can just whip out your smartphone, go to this resource, go specifically to the high serve, watch the video, and just observe what the person does in the video, how they serve, and apply it to how you should serve. So it can really help you with your skills and your techniques. Very effective tool. Also, strategies and tactics. If you're not really sure about the double strategy, as we can see here, or the singles, this really helps you, get down the scoring system, the way that we're supposed to serve, who serves next, things of that nature. Also, badminton rules and equipment. If you're not sure about the rules, scoring, court dimensions, those things can get really confusing. This can really help you understand it and understand the entire game. There's also, it gives you badminton practice games. So let's say in class we really want to focus on our skills. Before we play in an actual game, we can just do some practice games that'll really help us with our technique. So that's really helpful. And if you want to play a practice game, a certain practice game with a partner or another group, another pair of students, you can just go back to this website and play a practice game in order to work on those skills. And then it has the same thing, like I said, for other sports like basketball, netball, tennis, things like that, sports like that. It also has anatomy and physiology. Doesn't really pertain to us, but I mean, anatomy and physiology, it does make sense. But if you want to learn more about skeleton or bones, muscles, circulatory system, energy systems, respiratory system, you can come here. Like I said, also helpful with the sports science class. If you're struggling on, let's say, the heart, for example, the human heart, click on the circulatory system, and then it gives you a diagram and explains more about the human heart. So very helpful for our systems, our body systems as well. Training and fitness. This is really helpful if you're in one of our weight training classes, because we have a couple weight training classes that we offer. So if I click on strength training, that pertains to us. So I click on that. And let's say the teacher wants you to do back exercises, for example. you could just whip out your smartphone and see what back exercises you should work on. So, like it has here, back exercises. We click on that, and then it gives us plenty of exercises that we can use in our weight training class in order to strengthen our back. So inverted row on ropes, row on rings, good mornings, bent over kettlebell row. Really good exercises. It provides plenty of those, not only for the back, but for the shoulder, for legs, arms. Very helpful for our training classes. Also, if you're taking a nutrition class, what is a balanced diet? How much protein do I need? Let's see, sports injuries, stretching. In our weight training classes, if I ask you to do some thigh stretching exercises, and I don't tell you what exercises to do, you can always go to this resource and look up what exercises you should do for your thighs. So very helpful. You can just whip out your smartphone in class and just look them up. So sports psychology, skill acquisition, individual aspects, personality and individual differences. That's a big one, especially in sports. Group dynamics and teamwork. So in our team sports classes, which is almost any class that we offer, this is very helpful because I'll be asking everyone, all the students, what it means to be a leader and to also understand the reasons for success and pitfalls involved in a team sport. So, like I said, what it means to be a leader, what it means to be a team. I'll definitely ask everyone those questions, especially in our team sports units, to really to really help you understand what it means to be in those positions, what it means to be in a team, things like that. And when I ask you to do that, you can always, again, refer back to this website. Let's see, biomechanics. This is our last one. Again, doesn't really pertain to us. Is more physics-based. Of course, there's physics in physical education. But again, doesn't really pertain to us. But if you need help with understanding or want to understand more about physics, talks about linear motion, explains forces, fluid mechanics, and angular motion. Very helpful. And then resources. If you want to learn more about anatomy and physiology, training and fitness, anything of that nature, it gives you online quizzes. You can quiz yourself. I might ask you to do that for homework maybe one time, if we talk about, especially in our training classes, and then worksheets that are also related to these tabs up here. So very helpful resource, and very effective for skills, for rules, for training, for things like that. All of our physical education classes, very effective. So I hope everyone enjoyed this this explanation of the resource, and we will definitely be using it in class. So I hope this gave you some background information and knowledge on the resource. So thank you for watching.